There is the knowledge of inbuilt age in creation account of Genesis chapter 1 of the Bible. Science says that about 20 million years ago, the continental landmasses, as we know them today, started to differentiate and form. 200 million years earlier, science says the African continent and European continent and Asia were still a fused mass of land in one whole block. Then, way back 600 million years ago, all the continental landmasses and all island were all fused in an unbroken continuum. This is the globe the way it is today with all its diverse life forms, and according to the Bible in Genesis chapter 1, everything was done in 6 days. Relax, brother, relax. The Bible is never in contradiction of science. In fact, science actually always proves the Bible correct all the time. Creation was made by God with inbuilt age. Let me explain. From the account of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 to verse 28. Here we get the full account of how the earth was made in 6 days, which scientist claims is over 700 million years being made to become the present form that we know it to our consciousness. These 6 creation days are not days according to man's consciousness of day and night. They are days from the viewpoint of God the Creator. They are actually 6,000 years, for each day is 1,000 years. The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse number 8 says exactly that. Now on the 6th day of creation that man was made, he was made a full-grown adult of about 30 years. He was not created as a baby. That 30 years is the inbuilt age of man at creation. By the next day of creation, the 7th day, man would be 1 day old from the perspective of another human observer. Let's examine the creation of a Ferrari. When you buy a new Ferrari and you begin to celebrate with your friends for days later, to you and your friends, your Ferrari is for days old. But to the makers is probably 60 days or 2 months or more of manufacturing process. This 60 days is the inbuilt age of the Ferrari that is for days old to you. That is how Genesis chapter 1 on creation is supported by scientific findings. So, when Moses, the Bible writer of the book of Genesis, writes that the earth was created to the present state that we know it now in 6 God days, which is 6,000 years, he was right. This is the time man's consciousness is aware. But man, through the knowledge of science, was able to discover the inbuilt age of over 600 million years of the earth before the consciousness of man on earth began. The earth in its present inhabitable state is about 6,000 years old, but it has an inbuilt age of over 600 million years known only to God alone, but science may try to prove it out. But it shows the creation account to be correct as the hidden meaning of things are revealed.